Developments tonight after a young girl and a father are killed in their own home. Police believe the shooting was a tipping point in a neighborhood dispute over the gunman's dog.
Tonight, a Port St. Lucie officer is recovering after also being hurt trying to stop that shooter. Megan Roberts reports the latest from Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, this investigation lasting for hours now has centered around two homes behind me here along Morningside Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. One where they say a neighbor turned shooter killed two of his neighbors, injured a Port St. Lucie police officer and potentially others inside his neighbor's home before prompting a near 2-hour standoff.
I believe this to be an intentional act of violence against these neighbors.
Port St. Lucie police for hours scour the homes of two conflicting neighbors for evidence and a motive behind a deadly shooting.
We believe it was a neighborhood dispute over a dog situation.
Court records show the suspected shooter's home is tied to a citation for a bull mastiff, which the owners failed to properly confine. Police say the dog was recently deemed dangerous following the neighbor's complaints.
She was highly upset over the whole situation. And
neighbor Candace Veach said her neighbor and friend had been attacked by the dog months ago. Sheriff Mascara says a recent court case surrounding the dog might have triggered the violence. Port St. Lucie police responded to a 911 call from a girl inside the home Monday.
I mean, if you heard this call come over the radio, it would make the hair on your neck stand. A little girl calls in saying that, there's someone shooting in our house. I think my parents are dead.
Police and a school resource deputy who happened to be at Southport Middle School across the street raced over, exchanging gunfire with the suspect. A Port St. Lucie police officer was shot in the arm, and a father later found shot and killed inside the garage, according to police.
My deputy exchanged gunfire and actually drug one of the victims out.
The young girl later died at the hospital. Police say at least 2 other people in the home escaped and were taken to the hospital for unknown treatment. The suspect was found dead in an upstairs bedroom at the victim's home. Veach says the young girl was sweet and smart and like family.
And she was so special. She was such a friendly girl. She was so cute. She kind of was like, when she'd come over, I always just did like, hey, let me brush your hair or let me hang out, or kind of, not that she was the daughter I never have, but I did treat her like she was one of my own.
And police say there were only adults, no children, at the nearby Southport Middle School when the shooting incident happened. We are also waiting for the identities of everybody involved in this incident today. Reporting in Port St. Lucie, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.